since it's Mayfield's opening game, you'd think they would be a little bit slow and not in position, but they're playing outstanding defense. Maybe we got the Caldwell worked out on that last three people at Mayfield and backfield for the last three people. So we got to get it really figured out how we can rebound the ball. We got to do it. We're back and forth and we're on the left and forth and right.
He's going to lose his Of the night, and that will put Carson Guthrie to the line. Guthrie's first, makes it a three-point play, up and in. Mayfield leads 19-11. 10 seconds to go in the quarter. Boyd across midcourt. Boyd dishes it for Freliks, open in the corner for three. He's going to leave that one well short, and that's the way that we will run out the first quarter. After one of play, it is Mayfield 19, Caldwell County 11. We'll go ahead and take a 30-second break, and then we'll be back with your second quarter action. You're listening to Tigers basketball here on the Tigers Sports Network.
Here's a reminder from your Princeton Electric Plant Board. Meter tampering is dangerous. Tampering with an electric...
Jones
Located at 208 North Jefferson Street, is locally owned and operated with a strong, sincere focus on customer service. Planters Bank has a diverse team of seasoned professionals in Western Kentucky and Clarksville, Tennessee. Since first opening their doors, Planters Bank has made a name for itself as an energetic player in the financial services market. Stop by and talk to the friendly folks at Planters and find out about the You Choose Rewards program. Planters Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
This is Gail Cherry. I'm a board member for Community Medical Clinic located at 310 Hawthorne Street in Princeton. Community Medical Clinic's goal is to provide access to excellent health care services that are both convenient and affordable in our local community. Community Medical Clinic is taking new patients every day and walk-ins are welcome. The clinic is open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. to serve you and your family members of all ages. All insurances are welcome, as well as patients with no insurance. Community Medical Clinic, providing health care services at your convenience at no extra cost.
Great news! Any size ice cold and refreshing soft drinks are still just $1 at McDonald's every day. That's the news. Now the weather. Soft drink lovers at McDonald's report enjoying ice cold deliciousness. Also reported, chance of refreshment, 100%. Get any size soft drink for just $1, only at McDonald's. A la carte only, limited time offer at
including sleep apnea. 1 in every 5 Americans have significant sleep difficulties, which, when diagnosed properly, can be successfully treated. A few symptoms of sleep disorders include fatigue, morning headaches, impotence, frequent urination, irritability, memory loss, high blood pressure, and loud snoring. If you have some of these symptoms, we may be able to help you identify and treat them before they cause more serious health conditions. Caldwell Medical Center offers studies in lab and in your home depending on your insurance company's requirements. Call 270-365-0300 for more information.
Mobile Deposit is here. This is Mona Van Hooser with First Southern National Bank, member FDIC.
Where it is halftime. Here, Tigers trail 30-25 after one half of play, and overall not a bad half from the Tigers, just trying to overcome some early turnovers that gave Mayfield the lead. Mayfield came out very aggressively and forced a couple of early turnovers, a couple of quick points, but overall Tigers doing a nice job of rebounding.
Exactly right, Eric. It was blitzkrieg out here for the first 2 minutes. the game. The first quarter, maybe over the second quarter. Mayfield is really not rebounding the ball.
And that's one thing that you probably would expect from one of these. I just have been as a game of strength. They will very well be not a great or light night. And that's something that they will be worried about. Caldwell deal with the press, and it'll be interesting to see how Mayfield will play, if they'll continue to want to press pretty heavy on the Tigers, or if they'll be content anytime they get it to continue that kind of run and gun style offense, and that's something that's really seemed to benefit them.
We'll know in the first couple minutes what Mayfield intends to do here in the second half. Mayfield already out onto the basketball court. Collier County huddled around Coach Kukahiko. Not yet out. 5 seconds remaining here in the
out already to get it started. The Tigers will have possession of the ball to start. Boyd will inbound. We are all set to go. Clock ticking down from 8. John Davis with the ball. He'll go right side to Boyd. Boyd looking for some space, is going to pull up a long two. Rattles in and out. Jameer Riley with the rebound. He'll be content to step outside the circle, get it to Boyd. Boyd's going to drive baseline up, little reverse. Ball may have had some contact and was swatted underneath Not sure if it was the rim or the backboard. Little bang-bang play there. It's going to be knocked around regardless. The Tigers will maintain possession. Ball's going to be inbounded to Riley. Come to the left corner for Davis. Davis bringing it all the way back out to the point. He's going to switch it to the right side to Boyd. Boyd back to Davis. He's met quickly by Trey Matthews. Davis one-on-one goes to Boyd.
Caldwell County being patient.
Really methodical on this one, trying to find a good shot. Davis will get it to Riley. Riley's going to step into the lane. A sea of black around him puts that one up off the mark. A tough shot to make. It's going to be rebounded by Guthrie. Guthrie thinks about a straightaway three. Will go to Matthews. Pump fake in the corner. He's going to step into the lane. Hop step by Jordan Harrison. As he cuts into the lane, gets the first points of the second half. Mayfield now leads 32-25. 6:50 to go in the third quarter. Davis is going to drive a little step back to create some space. We'll get it to Fralix. Fralix back to Davis. He's going to have Trey Matthews all over him. As Matthews trying to force a turnover. Instead, we'll pick up the foul. Will be the first team foul of the half for the Cardinals. Will be Matthews' first foul of the game as well. Fralix to inbound. We'll get it to Davis in the backcourt. Davis content to take his time and bring it out. We'll skip it right side to Boyd. Boyd right side of the circle is going to step in, back out. Will direct a little bit of traffic and bring it to the point himself. Tigers much more patient in this one as they set up offensively. We're going to have a foul that's called. Some contact, and it looks like Jameer Riley in a little bit of pain. So they're going to bring the trainer out. Hopefully everything is all right with him. We'll try and keep you updated on what the injury is. Maybe it looks like it's a knee issue. Hopefully everything is all right. For this injury, we'll go ahead and take a 30-second break, and then we'll bring you back with the rest of third quarter action. You're listening to Tigers basketball here on 103.3, The Tiger.
Decorations. Take a good look at all the wiring and extension cords to make sure they're in good shape. Use electrical wiring and extension cords of the proper kind, and make sure they're not cracked or frayed. If you have any doubts about the wiring and connections, do not use them. Throw them away and get new wiring cords and connections. Help keep cold air out and warm air in with these simple applications. Weatherize and seal windows, doors, air ducts, crawl spaces, and if needed, insulate the attic floors and walls. Even a small leak or open space can make things uncomfortable. Keep your thermostat in one consistent setting between 68 and 72 degrees. Using microwave is quicker, uses less energy than a conventional oven. Comfortable, energy-saving, money-saving tips from your friends at Penny Ryan Electric. Penny Ryan Electric, your touchstone energy cooperative.
And welcome back to the Cab. We are all set in the third quarter. 5:57 left to go. We're going to have a timeout that is called. A full one will be taken after a foul was called on the Tigers. That foul going to
Jamarius
Blaine.
And he only had two in the first half, that being his third now.
So Blaine now in a little bit of foul trouble. We took the injury timeout before we left. It looked like Jameer Riley got a little knock on his knee as he was setting the screen from one of the Mayfield players. He's up and walking around, doesn't seem to be in much pain or discomfort anymore, so always a good sign to see. And it was a nice job. It's always good to see in high school sports as well. While he was hurt, a lot of the Mayfield players coming over to check on him and to try and help him up, so always nice to see a little sportsmanship, especially in a game that's contested like this one.
Absolutely, and it looks like, as we thought maybe when we were off air, that knee bump knee, and once that initial 2 minutes of pain and agony go away, you're like new again.
We're all set coming back from that timeout. Deshaun Jones is going to be at the free throw line for the Cardinals after that foul by Jamarius Blaine. Jones first is up. We'll leave that one short off the front of the iron. So he will reset and step back up to take his second of two. Jones 0 of 1 on this attempt. His second one, the release, That one will drop. Mayfield extends their lead to 33-25, 5:57 to go in the third. Davis going to be met quickly by Matthews coming out of the backcourt. Davis one-on-one, Mayfield back in a man-to-man. Blaine going one-on-one, will knife his way into the lane, kicks it out to Davis for three, up no good. Ball tipped around, Guthrie able to corral it. He'll skip it in quickly for Jones. Jones, the right-hand floater, no good. But the putback there from Carson Guthrie, who was trailing behind him. Mayfield now leads by 10, their largest lead of the game. 5:24 to go in the third quarter. Blaine will skip it inside to Jude East. East has that ball tapped and taken away. Guthrie's going to throw it down low for Matthews. Hop step puts it off the bottom of the backboard. Boyd there with the rebound. Boyd in transition will take it to the right side of the circle, check it back to the point to Blaine. Blaine will get the offense set, do a little handoff to Boyd. Boyd looking to drive. He's going to get pulled up. We're going to have a foul that's called as there's a little contact when Boyd started his run inside the circle. That foul will go to number 3, Jordan Harrison. Harrison picking up his first of the game. So we have a substitution for the Tigers, Jameer Riley checking in. Good to see that he's all right. Ball inbounded to Boyd. Boyd, left side of the lane, floats it up and in. Nice touch there from Boyd to cut the deficit down to 8. Quick transition now for the Cardinals. Guthrie's going to try and dish it down low. Pass a little too hot to handle for Matthews as it goes through his hands and out for Cardinals turnover. Tigers will look to capitalize off of this next possession.
A key trip coming down the floor, I would say here, Eric.
Definitely an important one for the Tigers. Ball in the hands of Boyd. He's going to put up a three. That one off the mark. Contested rebound.
Oh, that's got to be off Mayfield.
We're going to say it came off the hands of Jude East. Mayfield will maintain possession. Tigers will drop back defensively into a 2-3 zone. Matthews kicks it right side for Harrison. Harrison to the corner to Jones. They'll get it to Guthrie, skips it back out to Harrison. Mayfield looking to work it around the perimeter to Harrison. He'll take a contested three. Ooh, and that's a nice shot by Harrison to put that one up and in. Not a lot more you could do defensively. Darren Boyd all in his face, and still able to put that one up and in. Mayfield now leads 38-27 as the turnover's forced. It's going to be a 3-on-0 and an easy layup by Deshaun Jones. They'll extend the lead to 40-27. Mayfield really looking like the stronger of the two teams to start this second half. So we're going to have a foul. Foul's going to go against Trey Matthews off the inbound. Mayfield picks up their third team foul of the game. Matthews with his second. So we're going to have a substitution. Matthews will come out of the game. He'll be replaced by Lancaster. Another substitution as well as Cade Neely will return to the game, replacing Jordan Harrison. Tigers trailing 40-27. 3:49 to go in the third quarter here at the Cab at Caldwell County High School. Ball's into Davis. Davis able to get it out of the backcourt. And we're going to have a foul that's called. Davis taking a little bit of exception to the foul.
Well, they got Mayfield for the foul.
They do get Mayfield for the foul. Now we're going to have a little discussion. I think Davis may have been teed up on that one. Took a little exception to the contact from Neely, and after the foul was called, threw a little elbow at him. So yeah, indeed, I believe that will be a technical on John Davis. A little bit of a frustration foul, I believe, on that one. So on the technical, that will send Houston Lancaster to the line for the Cardinals. Lancaster's first is up. He missed that one. Lancaster back for the second of the technicals. This ball up and in to extend the lead to 41-27. Mayfield will maintain possession. We'll have a substitution after that technical. Looks like Trip Branch will come into the game for the first time tonight for the Tigers. Just an unfortunate foul there on Davis, because I think a lot of it just a frustration. more than anything.
Well, and they have called the foul early on
Contested ball is going to be picked up by Riley. Nice hop step by Riley into the lane. We'll float that one with the right hand. A little bit of spark for the Tigers. They trail 41-27. A three put up by Lancaster, no good. Contested rebound and some contact. The ball will go for the Tigers. That foul is going to go against Carson Guthrie. Guthrie picking up his second foul of the game. Mayfield with their fifth team foul. Ball's inbounded to Branch. Branch is going to be double teamed. We're going to have a foul that's called. He absorbed a little bit of contact trying to split two of the Mayfield defenders. That foul going against Houston Lancaster. Will be the sixth team foul. Tigers edging closer to that bonus. Ball inbounded to Riley. Riley met quickly by Guthrie. Mayfield will drop off as Tigers bring it out of the back court. Hand it off to Boyd. Boyd at the point will set up offensively. For the Tigers, Boyd holds, goes left side for Fralix. Fralix is going to step in, hops into the lane, and we've got more contact. Another foul on Mayfield. This foul will be credited. It's number 12. That will be Houston Lancaster. Lancaster picking up another quick foul, and that will put the Tigers at the line for the bonus. Lancaster with his third. He'll be subbed out and replaced by Alonzo Daniel. Caden Fralix at the line for the Tigers. Fralix on the bonus up, continues that 100% streak.
We don't want to jinx him, but he's an outstanding shooter.
But an impressive stat for the sophomore. His second is up, the streak is alive. He goes 2 of 2 and cuts the deficit down to 10. Under 3 minutes to go in the quarter. Mayfield will work the ball around the horn. They'll get it to Guthrie. Guthrie, a deep three straight away off the back of the iron, no good. Contested rebound. Carson Guthrie able to come away with it. Daniel will hold, back to Guthrie. Guthrie content to back it out. We'll reset the Cardinals offense. We'll go right side to Connor Guthrie. Back to Carson, thinks about a three. Instead, they'll dish it out for 3 points up and in from Connor Guthrie. Mayfield does a really nice job whenever they get in possession of the ball, of their ball movement. It's done with a purpose, and usually they know where that open man is without having to think about it. Got a contested ball. It's going to be slapped away. Tigers will maintain possession. Cole Smiley to check back in for Caldwell County. He will replace Jude East. Caden Fralix to inbound. Able to thread the needle, a tight space there to get it to Boyd. Boyd at the point finds Trip Branch on the right side of the circle. Branch to Riley. Riley straight away is going to pick up some steam. Hop step and is going to be swatted away by Guthrie. Guthrie feeding it up to his brother Connor. Connor tries the reverse, is able to get the finger roll, puts it up and in. Mayfield now leads 46-31, minute 51 to go. Riley out of the backcourt with some steam, down low to a wide open Cole Smiley, who's able to get the easy two. A little bit of run and gun going now for both sides. The pass comes in, Boyd. A little bit of contact there on Connor Guthrie. So Boyd will be called for the foul. We'll give the Tigers their fourth team foul. Boyd only his second foul of the evening. Ball will come to Guthrie. Guthrie steps in, kicks it for Daniel, up no good. Ball rebounds, careens around. Another Mayfield attempt, no good. They'll kick it out to Guthrie for three. Up and in, and Connor Guthrie really coming alive from beyond the arc. 2 threes in a row, and we're going to have a timeout taken by Caldwell County as they trail 49-33. With that timeout, we'll go ahead and take a 30-second break, and then we'll be back with the rest of your third quarter. You're listening to Tigers basketball here on 103.3 The Tiger.
Porter Gas Company is a full-service local and family-owned propane company offering services in Princeton, Cadiz, Madisonville, and Murray. Right now, Porter Gas is offering specials on propane. Porter Gas offers Holland and Napoleon grills, Dixie choppers, and they also have Red Max weed eaters. Contact Porter Gas Company today for all of your residential, commercial, and agriculture propane needs. Porter Gas Company, a family tradition of service since 1951.
And we're back here at the Cab. 1 minute, 19 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Mayfield out to an 16-point lead, 49-33. Caldwell County to inbound and bring the length of 4. And the final minute 19, here's Tiger sportscaster Eric Jacobs.
Thanks, Bob. We're all set for the last minute 18 of the half. Riley's going to kick it down low for Smiley. Smiley's going to have that ball rejected by Carson Guthrie. Guthrie really asserting his dominance underneath the basket, 2 blocks in a row. Tigers now to inbound. They maintain possession. They'll float it high to the point for Jameer Riley. Riley will hold. A minute 8 to go in the third quarter. Riley directing a little bit of traffic. Mayfield will set up in a zone. Trip Branch at the point going one-on-one with Cade Neely. Ball's going to be tipped away from him. Tigers will maintain the possession for the last 55.2 as Blaine will check into the game for Trip Branch. Ball's inbounded to Boyd. Boyd on the right baseline trying to create some space, gets it to Riley. Riley thinks about driving, is going to be pushed away as he's double teamed, gets it to the corner. Stepping on the baseline, nice job there by Darian Boyd, driving the baseline, able to float it up with the right hand and in. Tigers now trail 49-35, 36 seconds to go in the third quarter. Mayfield will rotate the ball around. 3 is going to be taken by Jones. That's off the mark. Boyd there for the rebound. Guthrie in quick pursuit of him. As Boyd brings it across midcourt, 23 seconds. Riley will hold. Tigers looking to get that last shot of the quarter, trailing 49-35. 12 seconds to go. Riley with the ball. He'll hand it off to Boyd. Boyd met quickly by Guthrie. Boyd will step in. Long jumper. That went up and in for a Tiger 2. Last-ditch effort. Full length of the court taken and nearly put in by Connor Guthrie. Instead, that will end the quarter. And after 3, it's Mayfield 49, Caldwell 37. We'll take another 30-second break and then be here for your last fourth quarter of action. You're listening to Tigers basketball on the Tigers Sports Network.
This is Brad Harrelson, a financial advisor with Encompass Wealth Management. I have been partnered with the Woodall Insurance Agency for the past 13 years. In just the same way the Woodall Agency has worked hard to be your local insurance agent, I want to be the person you think of for your financial advice. So give me a call at 365-5541 or stop by our office in Princeton to discuss your financial future. You'll be glad you did.
And welcome back here to the Cab. Fourth quarter coming up. Caldwell County trailing 49-37 as we enter the fourth period. Mayfield outscoring the Tigers in the third quarter 19-12 to increase their lead from 5 points at halftime to now 12. Tigers have an uphill battle here in the fourth quarter, Eric, and as the Tigers come back onto the floor, it's going to be Mayfield to inbound the ball to start the fourth quarter, and to take us through the fourth quarter, Tiger sportscaster Eric Jacobs.
Thanks, Bob. We are all set for the fourth quarter of action. Mayfield to inbound. Tigers with as we mentioned, an uphill battle, but in high school sports, nothing is ever impossible. Trey Matthews will have the ball for the Cardinals. He will get it to Guthrie. Guthrie met by Jameer Riley. Screen set, Guthrie able to get around it. Guthrie tries to step into the lane, has that ball stripped by Boyd. Good defense there to take that away from what would have been an easy 2 from Carson Guthrie. And so Tigers definitely a lot of determination in their game. Just have to see how it pays off in this fourth. Have a Guthrie to Guthrie connection, a 3 from the left corner, no good. Boyd with the rebound. Boyd's going to pick up some speed, has that ball tapped away from the back, and a hustle play. Tries to win it back. Instead, they'll say it last came off of his hands. Will be a Cardinal ball. Tigers trailing 49-37. The last 33 seconds of the game. Boyd, nice heads-up play there. Right off the inbound, was able to get it in and strip Trey Matthews of the ball. And that's just high basketball IQ from Boyd.
That was effort.
Guthrie's going to get this ball down low, floats it up and in for 2. Mayfield extends their lead to 51-39. Blaine into the game for the Tigers. Will take it at the point. He's going to be met by Jones. Gets the ball over to Davis. Davis, nice job from the top of the key, puts it up, no good. Boyd with the rebound, tries the reverse. Won't be able to get that one to land. Instead, Mayfield in a quick transition. They try and feed it to Guthrie underneath the basket. Heads up play by Jameer Riley to intercept that pass. Riley kicks it to Davis. Davis hop step underneath, absorbs the pressure, and will be fouled. That will send Davis to the line for the 1-and-1. Smart play there from the junior. Saw that he was double teamed, not a lot of room to work with. Instead absorbs the contact and will go to the line. Coming into this game, Davis not with shooting 50% on the season. He puts the first one up, will be rewarded with the second of the bonus. Davis now 5 of 9 on the year. Make it 6 of 10 as he converts the second, knocks the deficit down to 10. Tigers trail 6:41 to go in the fourth. Good signs if you're a Tigers fan to start this quarter. Really looking aggressive defensively. It's going to be a high ball put up, no good. Guthrie not able to finish the rebound. Boyd there to clean it up. Boyd dancing his way through Cardinals defenders, kicks it out to Riley. Riley, a wide open three off the mark. Going to be rebounded by Jones. Tries to get it up to Harrison, and a break for the Tigers. Harrison takes his eye off the ball, comes off his hands. And overall, a good start in this fourth quarter for the Caldwell County Tigers.
And it's run and shoot right now, Eric. We're not slowing down. They're not slowing down.
Tigers trail by 10. 6:16 to go. Davis inbounds to Blaine. Blaine will come across midcourt. Looking to create a little bit of space for himself. He thinks about driving. Instead, will try to float it into Fralix. That ball is going to be knocked away. Looked like by a Mayfield player, but instead it will be maintained by the Cardinals. One of those kind of bang-bang plays, and that ultimately Mayfield rewarded with possession of the ball. Go to Matthews. Matthews skips it for Guthrie. Guthrie down low. He's going to put it up and in. Connor Guthrie, nice little head fake down there, was able to put it away, extends the lead to 12. 5:41 remaining in the ball game. Boyd driving his way in. Finger roll up off the mark. That's going to be rebounded by Carson Guthrie. Guthrie picking up lots of speed. 1-2 step, dishes it off to Jones. Jones able to put that one up and in. Mayfield reasserting that big lead, now up 14. Final 5:20. Boyd dishes it down low for Fralix. Fralix over the top of Lancaster. Can't get that one to drop. Blaine with the rebound. Will skip it out. Darian Boyd able to come away with it. Tries to find John Davis in the corner. Puts that one a little high over his head. Will be another Tiger turnover, as we are going to have a full timeout taken by Coach K and the Tigers crew. We'll go ahead and take a 30-second break with that full timeout and bring you the last 5 minutes, 7 seconds when we return. You're listening to Caldwell County Tiger basketball here on 103.3 FM, The Tiger.
Important holiday message from KFC. This year, don't get the ones you love some lame, boring gift like a new car, or jewelry, or toys, or expensive electronics, or any other junk. Nope, get that special someone what they really want. Exactly! A KFC $5 fill-up with 100% white meat popcorn chicken, mashed potatoes and gravy, a biscuit, a cookie, and a drink. It's a perfect gift for all those important people in your life who get hungry right around lunchtime. KFC, finger-licking good. Available for a limited time only. Pricing and participation may vary. Tax extra.
And we're back here at the CAB, 5 minutes and 7 seconds remaining in the ball game. Caldwell County trailing 55-41 as we get set for action.
And the Tigers in this fourth quarter started out really strong, were aggressive. The defensively looked good, just Mayfield able to come away with some points off of some turnovers. It looked like maybe the Tigers would go on a run. Instead, now the pendulum has swung. Momentum, you would say, a little bit with Mayfield at the moment.
Exactly. Mayfield has height, and their height can play. They're not just tall and gangling, they're athletic.
Let's go to Guthrie. Guthrie, open three. No good. Boyd able to corral the rebound. Boyd picking up some speed in transition. Skips it to Blaine. That's going to be off the mark. Will be another turnover for the Tigers.
And that's what we cannot have. We've had 2 turnovers in a row without getting a shot off, and that hurts.
The Tigers already with 7 turnovers here in the half. Kind of the same story as in the first. Turnovers really being detrimental to trying to work their way back into the game. Lancaster's going to hand off to Guthrie. He'll feed it inside to his brother, who lays it up and in. Connor Guthrie lighting up the score sheet tonight for the Cardinals in his first game of the season. Blaine's going to go right corner. Fralix for the Tigers. Back to Blaine. They'll check it to the point to Davis. Davis holds. He's met by Matthews. Davis looks to skip that ball to Blaine. Believe that ball slid a little as he went to dish it off to him. It's going to be tapped away by Jones, but the Tigers will maintain possession of the ball. Tigers trailing 57-41, 4:18 to go. Riley able to create some space, a little Euro step into the lane. Some contact, and that will send Jameer Riley back to the line. That foul going against Deshaun Jones. Jones will give Mayfield their 9th team foul. Jones only with his 2nd. Riley stepping up to the line. Riley's first and up, off the mark. Some early season free throw shooting struggles for Jameer Riley. Coming into this game only shooting 22% from the stripe. He's 0 of 1 on this attempt. Will step up to take his 2nd. You survey it. Riley's 2nd is up. Off the back of the iron, no good. That's going to be rebounded by Connor Guthrie. Guthrie picking up some speed, dishes it to Carson Guthrie. He'll spin and shoot. No good, but we're going to have a foul called and a charge. Connor Guthrie called with the foul. Mayfield with their 10th team foul. Guthrie picking up his 2nd foul on the evening in the last 4 minutes, 3 seconds of the game. Tigers trailing 57-41. Davis in possession will go to Boyd. Boyd looking for some movement. Will come around the screen set by Riley. Gets it to Davis. Pump fake on the 3. Will drive. Steps into the lane. Rolls it with the right hand. A nice job there from John Davis to find himself some space to get 2 on the board for the Tigers. It's a heady play there from Davis to be able to work his way around 2 defenders.
You think we'd be down 20, 25, 30 points, but we're only down 14. It's a testimony these kids just don't quit.
And that's something that we knew with a lot of the new faces coming in for the Tigers. One of the things they were really going to have to rely on was grit and determination and effort more so than just size. And you really see that even down, they still have that willingness to fight, and that's something that'll pay off later in the season. Ball's going to be fed right underneath the right elbow for Guthrie. No good. Boyd picked it up. Almost has his pocket picked. Instead, dishes to Davis. Davis skips it inside to Jude East. East is going to be double teamed. Has the ball stripped, and now we're going to have a jump ball as East and Daniel will both go for it. Tigers maintain possession. And just situations like that, you have the ball stripped, instead of giving up on it, you make the effort play, you dive and maintain possession for your team. Ball's fed inside to Boyd. We're going to have a foul and an and 1. Strong play there by Darian Boyd as he goes up and finishes. We'll be able to step to the line for and 1. We've got looks like a cramping issue. Not sure who that is for Mayfield. Looks like that is Carson Guthrie. Hopefully everything all right with him. He looks to be in a little bit of pain. Have a timeout taken. We'll go ahead and take a 30-second break, and then we'll be back with the final 3 minutes and 14 seconds of the ball game. You're listening to Tigers basketball here on 103.3 The Tigers.
We are so proud to be a part of this community. We want to thank you for the opportunity to serve you for all of your heating and air needs. McGregor Group Heating and Air specializes in residential, new construction, and light commercial installations, also servicing most makes and models. We offer fast service with polite and friendly staff. We provide our customers with a peace of mind by offering the best warranties in the industry, along with high-quality products. McGregor Group Heating and Air is located at 960 Varmint Trace here in Princeton. Give us a call today at 270-896-5044. We're the company that you can take comfort in.
Yeah, welcome back here to the cab. Darren Boyd at the line to complete the and 1, I mean. Down by 12, and we'll turn it back to Tiger sportscaster Eric Jacobs.
Thanks, Bob. Boyd will step up to the line to try and make this a 3-point play. His free throw is up. rattles around, gets the shooter's touch and in. Tigers now trail 57-46, 3:13 to go, and we're going to have a travel forced against Lancaster, so Tigers will get the ball back. Darian Boyd, a big part of that, and really he has had such a strong start to the season. At Crittenden County, had a triple-double.
And yeah, I know he's got in double digits rebounds, so I know he's got a double-double so far tonight.
Strong start to the season by Boyd. They'll feed it to Riley. Riley dishes to East. East absorbing some contact, and instead will be called for the travel. Unlucky break there for the Tigers, as they'll look to come out and press the Cardinals as they inbound. Cardinals trying to get across midcourt. They do. This ball's kicked out to Guthrie. Guthrie wide open for three. Will opt to drive. Little hop step. Dishes it down low for Matthews. Matthews contested ball up and in. Mayfield extends the lead back to 59-46 for the final 2:41. Riley bringing it out of the backcourt will give it to Boyd. Boyd looking to create some space, thinks about driving, has his pass swatted away. Contested ball. Boyd will still maintain possession for the Tigers. That was a contested ball between him and Matthews. Davis to inbound, gets it to East. East will hand it back to Davis. He's going to be met quickly by Alonzo Daniel. Cardinals back in a man-to-man. Davis trying to find an open man, gets it to Fralix. Fralix will hold, gets around the screen set by East. Fralix top of the key, gets it back to Boyd. Boyd's going to drive, spins, cuts into the lane, lays it up with the left hand, no good. Rebound's going to be picked up by Daniel. He'll get it to Lancaster. Lancaster will skip it to Guthrie. Guthrie right side of the circle, back to Lancaster. He'll hold and back it up at the point. Minute 48 to go. He'll hand to Matthews. Matthews into the lane, absorbs some contact, floats it up, no good. That foul is going to go against John Davis. Will be the Tigers' 5th team foul. Davis picking up his 2nd foul of the game. Foul called on the floor, so Mayfield will inbound from the baseline. Guthrie to inbound, gets it to Lancaster all the way in the backcourt. He's met quickly by Davis. Davis will foul him and pick up a quick 3rd. So now the Tigers with 6 team fouls. They'll look to step up. This ball is inbounded. Fralix in pursuit of Lancaster. Lancaster is going to be fouled. Tigers with that foul will send the Cardinals into the bonus. Fralix only picking up his 1st foul of the game. And that will send Houston Lancaster to the line for the Cardinals. Lancaster puts this one up, bounces around, a high bounce, is able to get it to drop, will be rewarded. He's now 2 of 3 on the evening. Will step up to take his 2nd of the bonus. Lancaster's 2nd is up off the back of the iron, no good. And we're going to have a foul called against the Cardinals off that ensuing rebound. Foul's going to go against Alonzo Daniel. Daniel came away with the rebound, but I believe after a little bit of a push on Jameer Riley.
We need to get Jameer going at the free throw line.
As mentioned, Jameer struggling here early on from the stripe. He's up for the double bonus. His 1st, he makes this one connect. Cuts the deficit down to 60-47. Now back to the line. He's 1 of 3 on the night, 1 of 1 on this attempt. Riley 2nd on the bonus. Ball's up. Money. He gets it to drop. We'll have a sub. Jamarius Blaine will check into the game and replace Jude East. Tigers come out in a press. This ball is going to be thrown the length of the court to Matthews. Matthews able to get up into the lane. Will finish and will get the and 1 play. That foul going against Caden Fralix, and a tough break for the Tigers on that foul as it turns from what was going to be a contested 2-point play to now a 3-point play. Matthews' free throw is up, gets the roll to make it a 3-point play. Tigers now trail 63-48, a minute 32 to go in the fourth. Riley will hold. Riley hops into the lane. No good. Rebound's going to be contested. Boyd finger roll, and we're going to have a block that's called. That foul will go against Alonzo Daniel. We'll send Boyd to the line. Mayfield now having the Tigers in the double bonus, and it was a shooting foul. Boyd's first up and in. Coming into tonight shooting 78.9%.
And 4 for
from the
4
line
tonight. Make it 5 of 5 tonight.
Always improves your stats when you go 100% on the evening.
By definition, his percentage went up.
We will have a substitution for the Tigers. Marcus Harris will check into the game. Tigers trailing 63-50. Ball's floated up for Daniel. Daniel's able to get it back to Lancaster. Lancaster will be fouled by Darian Boyd. So that will send Lancaster back to the line. Tigers with their 9th team foul. Boyd with his 3rd. Lancaster back at the line for the Cardinals. Lancaster's first of the bonus up, no good, but that's rebounded by Daniel. Daniel's going to be fouled by Davis. That will send Daniel to the line. Davis picking up his 3rd foul of the game. Tigers with their 10th team foul. We'll give Mayfield the double bonus. Daniel at the line with the Cardinals leading 63-50. His first rattles around the rim, no good. Another Tiger substitution. Harris will come out of the game. He'll be replaced by Cole Smiley. Jones will step back to take his 2nd substitution for Mayfield. Willie Adams coming into the game for the first time this evening. Jones' 2nd is up. He connects on this one. Mayfield now leads 64-50. A minute 8 to go. Davis will skip it to Smiley. Smiley tries to throw it for Boyd. Couldn't handle it, but Riley there to pick it up. Riley one-on-one dishes it to Boyd. A long 3. This one's short off the front of the iron. Contested rebound. Riley able to come away with it. No look to Davis. Quick 3 from the corner. That one no good. Can rebound between Boyd and Neely. Both of them fight for it. Will be a jump ball and a Mayfield ball. Harris will check back into the game for the Tigers. He'll replace Cole Smiley. Mayfield to inbound for the last 47 seconds of the game. They'll get it to Guthrie. Guthrie into the lane will kick it out for Daniel. Daniel to Adams. He'll swing it over to Guthrie. Going to be met quickly by Boyd. Comes to Daniel. 33 seconds to go. We're going to have a foul on that play, so that will send Alonzo Daniel back to the line for the Cardinals for the final 33.3 seconds. Mayfield up 64-50. Daniel will step in on the double bonus for 2. Daniel's first up and in. He goes 2 of 3 on the evening. Substitution for Mayfield is Trayvon Gray will check into the game for the first time this evening, as well as Brady Smith. So Mayfield rotating their players around, getting a little bit of experience from the last couple seconds of their first game of the season. Daniel back at the line to take his 2nd. This one is up and good. Makes it a 66-50 lead for the final 30 seconds. Boyd will go to Davis. Davis throws up a 3. That one's short off the iron. It's going to be rebounded by Neely. Cardinals will hold last 20 seconds. Looks like both teams going to be content to hang on to the ball and let time expire. As at the end of this one, the Tigers will drop back to 500 at 2-2. Mayfield will start their season at 1-0. As the final buzzer sounds, and that is the way that it will end. Tigers drop this one to the Cardinals, 66-50. We'll take a 3-minute break, and then we'll be back with your post-game stats. You've been listening to Tigers basketball here on 103.3 FM, The Tiger.
Card fraud, Farmers Bank and Trust can help lessen your risk of getting taken advantage of. As our customer, you have exclusive access to a security feature in our app that will allow you to turn your debit card off while you're not using it, then turn it on instantly when you need to use it. Keep your information safe. Log into our free app to use this feature, increasing the security of your information right now. Not a Farmers Bank customer? Come down. Let us set up your account and start protecting you from potential fraud opportunities. This is not a guarantee that your information will not be compromised. This is an increased security measure. Farmers Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Hello, this is Gloria Smith with the Law Office of Jeff Russo. Are you buying or selling real estate? Are you planning on refinancing your existing home loan? If so, you should be aware that you have your choice in which attorney provides the legal services associated with such transactions. Our law office has over 50 years of experience in real estate law. We pride ourselves on being cost-effective and having a quick turnaround time. If you're in need of such services, call us today at 365-2763 or find us on the web at www.jeffrussolaw.com. We are located in downtown Princeton on the east side of the courthouse.
This is an advertisement.
At Little Cedars, we are very pleased to announce our newest addition to our already wonderful lineup of pizzas. Cheese stuffed crust. That's right. You can now add cheese to the crust of your favorite hand-tossed or deep-sea dish pizza. It's so yummy, yummy. Make that pizza or any of our other delicious pizzas a meal with our new Little Caesars Make It a Meal deal. For a discounted price, you can add on one of our 3 Make It a Meal deals to your pizza order. All meals include a 2-liter with your choice of Italian cheese bread, crazy bread, or wings. We want to be your go-to pizza place. Let us know how we are doing and what your favorite menu items are. Join our Facebook group, T-Town Little Caesars, to see our specials and enter for our giveaway. Little Caesars is very involved in the community and would love to serve you. If you belong to a church organization and need delivery for a gathering or church event, call us at 270-365-3311 to order. Pizza, pizza!
At Morgan's Funeral Home, we offer safe and secure funeral planning. At Morgan's Funeral Home, we're staffed with experienced funeral planners who know and understand the different methods of pre-funding final arrangements. We can help you design a plan that fits your individual needs and suits your wishes and beliefs. Morgan's Funeral Home, serving families for over 100 years.
Where it is post-game, Tigers dropping their 4th game of the season, 66-50 to the visiting Mayfield Cardinals, and a lot of credit to Mayfield coming out on their first game of the season, had a lot of hunger, came out very aggressive, and overall that ends up paying off for them.
Yeah, Mayfield played well tonight, Eric. We'll go over their scoring first, and the 2 people we knew coming in that we had to maintain some kind of control over, the Guthrie twins. Carson Guthrie goes for 20 tonight, and his twin brother Connor goes for 18. So 38 of their 66 points from those 2 young men. Carson with 8 2-point field goals and 1 3-pointer. Connor with 3 2-point field goals and 4 threes. Carson was 1 out of 1 free throw line. Connor 0 for 2. So those 2 young men counted for 38 points. 11 points for Deshaun Jones. 6 in the first half, 5 in the second half. 5 points for Jordan Harrison, all in the second half. 3 points for Alonzo Daniel, all in the second half. 2 points for Houston Lancaster, that coming in the second half. And 7 points for Trey Matthews, 2 in the first half and 5 in the second half. For the Tigers, they're led tonight by Darren Boyd with 20 points. He had 7 in the first half, 13 in the second half on 5 2-point field goals and 3 out of 3 at the free throw line. For the night, he was 5 out of 5 at the free throw line. Caldwell County shooting the ball well at the free throw line tonight, 11 out of 13. So 20 points for Darren Boyd. Next in double figures, John Davis with 10, 6 in the first half, 4 in the second half for his 10. 8 for Jameer Riley, 4 in each half. 4 points for Jamarius Blaine, all coming in the first half. Caden Fralix with 6 points, 4 in the first half, 2 in the second half. And Cole Smiley finishes the action tonight with 2 points in the second half for 2 points on the evening, total of 50 points for the Tigers. Mayfield tonight shooting at the free throw line 10 out of 16. Nobody fouled out of the game tonight. There were several fouls in the second half, especially as Caldwell County tried to close the gap and just couldn't do it. Caldwell County with some early turnovers and some late turnovers, negating some scoring opportunities. Mayfield's defense was outstanding, and we just met a better team tonight, I think, Eric, to make a long story short.
I think so, and again, two very different styles coming off of playing Crittenden County and then turning around and playing Mayfield, two teams that play much differently. And a lot of credit to Mayfield, a very well-coached team, a team that looked disciplined, knew what they were doing offensively and defensively, and that's a team that I think could make a little bit of noise in that first region.
Yeah, and as we mentioned, ranked second or third in the first region, and these Guthrie twins are 6'6". Not only can play inside, but they can play outside, as evidenced by their total of 5 3-pointers tonight. And they also are great at making the assists, giving up the ball. I'm sure each one of Mayfield's players tonight averaged 3 or 4 assists. They were all willing to give the ball up and share it, and Mayfield played well. I think the Tigers didn't fare too badly, but we just have to be able to rebound and capitalize, lessen our turnovers, and we'll be okay this year.
And I think one positive you can take away if you're the Tigers is the effort was always there. I think a little bit of youth and inexperience maybe played a role in this game, but overall you can never take away that from a team, that effort. Even when you're down 10, you're down 14, still fighting and still trying to claw your way back. And that's something that, as time goes along, that experience will take care of itself. But hustle and that determination and effort is something that's going to go a long way for this team, especially whenever we get late in the season going towards postseason.
Well, and what we're also have to do is build our depth, and we're building that. Slowly, we're getting Cole Smiley into a lot of this action. Jamarius Blaine,
excellent
getting
game
a lot of,
tonight.
and Darius Riley has the ability to get in there and play. So that's what we want to do early in the season, is find out who can play, what we can do, when we can do it, and let it us get better. Practice obviously is going to be something where we can improve upon and do all that. So now I'm not sure exactly when the teams play again. I think Caldwell County is off the rest of the week. I know our next game is Monday here with the girls.
Yes, we'll be here with the girls on Monday. That's against Livingston Central. That'll tip off at 6. I know the girls are in action tomorrow afternoon. We won't be broadcasting that one, but they will be at Fort Campbell, and so you can be looking on Twitter or social media or somewhere. Yeah, on Saturday. My mistake. I'm a day ahead of myself. I'm already counting down to the weekend. But they will be in action on Saturday at Fort Campbell, and so you can keep up with that. I know Todd Griffin does a great job giving the updates on Twitter and Facebook, and so they'll be in action then. We'll be back in action here on Monday. As we mentioned, the girls, the Lady Tigers, will be in action taking on Livingston Central at 6. As we mentioned, to kind of wrap this thing up tonight, the Tigers will drop to 500 on the season at 2-2. Mayfield starts their season out on a 1-0 record, as this was their first game of the season. And overall, a hard-fought game by the Tigers, a lot that they can learn, a good experience game, if you will. I know the Tigers a bit of a stretch here where they don't play for a while. Their next game actually coming December 14th at Webster County. And so a lot of time for Coach K to get in, work with those guys, work on some things that needed to be adjusted, and definitely look for a great performance out of them at Webster.
And obviously another real strong second region team is historically Webster County, so we don't drop off and play any cupcakes here early in the season. So, but getting back in the gym will be an antidote for getting better, working and getting better. It will pay off.
Definitely, and that's something that we'll look for out of them. And as always, we always appreciate all the support from everyone who comes out to the cab, checks out the live stream, listens, and supports these student athletes. I know a lot of work goes in both on the court and off the court, and so we're very grateful for the community that shows their support for these young men and young ladies with the Lady Tigers. And so I'd like to thank our sponsors as well as we wrap things up for making this possible. Always a good service to be able to give these guys the spotlight that they deserve with that hard work. So as we wrap things up, Caldwell County drops a tough one to a strong first region team in the Mayfield Cardinals, 66-50. We will be back in action on Monday. That tip-off at 6, all set for the Lady Tigers against Livingston Central. So we send you on your way for your night. This has been Eric Jacobs alongside Bob Hayes and Ty Englebright, wishing you the best and looking forward to bringing you more basketball action in the future. You've been listening to Caldwell County Tigers basketball here on your hometown station, 103.3 FM, The Tiger.